Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware, to stay tuned on in towards the end of this video. After we talk about this chart, I'm going to briefly talk to you guys about a video that I posted about the S&P 500 index. And it's not the one I've talked about before. It's a fresh, brand new one that I actually posted about 2 hours ago as I'm doing this video. And I don't want you guys to miss out on it because we're going to talk about how the Fed has reacted and what's expected as they continue to react moving forward. We need to see how they react moving forward. We know how they've reacted already from January to this point. So I'm going to go over all of that with you guys and how that affects the overall market. Now, if you guys want to know which ticker symbols I'm watching live updates throughout the week and even the weekly updates that I will be posting, you can join me on over at Patreon to know what stocks I'm watching that you can go ahead and possibly add to your watch list, do your further due diligence to then make your own rational decisions as investors. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions, but I am glad and excited to always share with you guys what I'm watching, what you should add to your watch list and keep on your radar. And I will always tell you guys what attracted me to those stocks, especially what potential they have and what I'm seeing in their charts. So if you want to know more about that, you can join me on over at the Patreon. We have 10 plus ticker symbols already with many more to come. Now, here we are, Zomedica Corp pulling right back up from these lows here of 166 and bringing itself up almost to a high here of 198, falling back down, continuing that upward trend and kind of leveling off. And we're now sitting at 193 after hours, broke through the 50-day moving average of 189. I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. We need to keep that in mind. We're in tug of war zone. So here we are. Let's go ahead and see our support and resistance. But yeah, one thing I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of is that this is holding itself up pretty well above $1. Even though it's been going downwards, the market is rocky. We got some turbulent ups and downs. I mean, it's holding pretty well above $1. And one of the biggest things that's going to push this up is March as we get closer to the launch of the True Forma product, right? That's going to be something exciting. So here we are. Our support is 181. 181, if that gets broken through, this could be on its way down to newer lows, new support levels. And then I would possibly look down here at 166, or if you want to look a little bit closer at 172, it's completely optional. But 166 is the lowest point out of this dip before the recovery back upwards. And that dip was reached throughout the beginning of the day. So you definitely want to watch that point. You can watch 172. You can even go right here to 174. But if 181 gets broken through, then you can start worrying about the support levels. But if it gets broken through, you want to watch how the bulls are trying to behave within this area to bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast? Now, our resistance is 196. Once that gets crossed, the next point of reference that's very important is up here at 198 and then up here at 201. But before getting to any of those numbers, 196 needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can pull away from the 50-day moving average, reach newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a lot of information to share with you guys and about the video that you don't want to miss, talking about the S&P 500 index and how the Fed has been reacting and what to expect moving forward. Are we in a stock market crash or correction? So for everyone that has made it to this point in the video, what I want to share with you guys and what video I don't want you guys to overlook. I know I talked about the stock market crash or correction video that I posted about almost a week ago. And I'm thankful for all of you guys that went ahead and took the time to check it out, the one down here. But today I posted another one going into more depth about why the stock market is down, how it could possibly continue going in this direction, and if we're really in a stock market crash or correction. Hopefully we're in a correction and not a crash, because a crash takes longer to hit the bottom and it takes even longer to leave the bottom and come back up to a recovery. A correction is a healthy pullback that can continue to push and propel the market forward. Now, the one thing I do share with you guys here is how the Fed changed things up and what the Fed is doing moving forward. And what the Fed does will have a big impact on the market. I also share a link to one of the articles that I talk about in the video that you definitely want to check out. So jump on into this video if you have a chance. I posted it 2 hours ago. I don't want any single investor and viewer to overlook it. Now, over here, I have my Twitter, and I've posted some things here. But what I do want you guys to be aware of these tweets is that I'm just going to start sharing information and thoughts on here to probably motivate or even inspire investors and have, a perspective that they may not have had before. So if you want to join me on in at Twitter, you definitely can. And if you want to know what stocks I'm watching live, the Patreon link is here as well. You can go ahead and join me there, and you'll see what ticker symbols I'm watching. And there's no better time than to be able to add ticker symbols to your watch list, be aware of them, do your due diligence on them while the stock market is pulling back. Again, I hope we're not in a crash and we're in a correction, but you can join me on over at the Patreon. The link will be down below. So, this is one of the posts that I posted not too long ago, and I want every single investor to understand this, because I think that sometimes we as investors, and I did this a lot as a new learning and first time investor, jumping into ticker symbols I don't understand. I was just looking at the price. I was looking at the possibility of how much it can run up. I would look at the chart and I would say, wow, this stock was once $100 and right now it's going for $3, without knowing in my mind at all that there was this thing that, what the heck is this? We can have sex or, oh my gosh, what is going on here? What is happening? What the heck, man? This is crazy. Anyways, guys, ignore that. I cannot believe that even is popping up here. So, what is happening? That's the section, what is happening? Literally, that's what I'm asking myself. But, back to what I was trying to say. I can't believe I just lost focus. I was jumping into stocks that had reverse splits. And I was thinking, $3 to 100. That's it. That's all it takes. No, it wasn't like that. It had reverse splits. It was never even worth $100 at one point. It was actually worth less than that, maybe $10, because the reverse split was 10 for every one or something like that. Who knows? And that $3, yeah, it looks like it can go up to 100, but it's really 30 cents for any investor that was in it before the reverse split, which is what happens. But anyways, 2 ways to know you are in a stock you understand. You believe in the company's mission and outlook, okay? That's the most important thing. You need to believe in the companies you're in. You plan on holding for more than just a day or even a month. If you're a day trader or you're a scalper or you're a swing trader, then maybe you know what you're doing and what your goal is. But when you're really looking for stocks that you want to understand rather than technicals and like jumping in and out, you want to make sure you're going to hold for more than a day, more than a month, and possibly even a year if you really feel the conviction or understand the company. So the goal is to find companies you understand. One thing I want every single investor to be aware of, especially new investors, you want to build a portfolio first before you start day trading and scalping. Unless you get lucky, you do options, you do a few day trades, and it's going well for you, then that's a very small percentage of investors, because at some point you always get burnt out. It's happened to me before in my learning experiences all the way to where I'm at now. You want to have a solid portfolio before you try those things. That's just something that I've learned from my experience. Others people could have a different experience, and I respect it. But I look forward to seeing your thoughts on that if you've experienced that before. That you got in, you started day trading, options trading, and everything was going well, and then you got burnt. I would love to see your guys' experiences if you want to share that down below. So here we are with another tweet I posted today. And the only place everyone runs from when it's on sale is the stock market. Isn't that something? And right now, it looks like we're in a correction. Hopefully we are. We're not in a crash so far. It could turn into a crash. And crashes take longer to hit the bottom. They take longer to come back up. But the one thing that it's looking like right now, and so far every article that I'm reading, it's saying that we're possibly in a correction. And a correction could be healthy. Okay? That's what it's saying out there right now. The Fed is not trying to raise interest rates. So that's another thing that might not allow things to like completely crash. We'll have to see moving forward. But so far right now, it looks like we're in a correction and not a crash. So one thing that I find interesting is when stocks are falling, everyone runs instead of focusing on in and saying, okay, why are they falling? Could it be temporary? And what stock is looking like it's on sale? Because I've seen the potential of the stock. Let me go ahead and take a shot at it, because this is the time to watch it. This is the time to do a due diligence. This is the time to do research, so that once you understand the company and you feel comfortable about it, you can make a rational decision as an investor. This is the time to dig deep and understand the companies and the stocks, because there's no sense of missing out or fear of missing out on any stock, because the stocks are falling. There's nothing running up. This is the time to dig deep so that you can prepare and be aware to then make rational decisions in the market as things continue to play out. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.